I just want to share with you something I've been thinking about for a little while now, because when you read books around creativity, innovation, or you hear people speak about it, a lot of people say, just go and sit under a tree or grab a journal and start writing and ideas will come to you. Or you go to a corporate conference at a faraway venue on the beach or a golf course or in the mountains, and they send you out into groups and say, sit down and start thinking and ideas will come. And I'm not sure that's altogether true, because the great creatives I know, whether it be someone who's coming up with ideas for the school canteen, or it be somebody running an advertising agency, or somebody who's a marketing director for a cereal brand, the process they go through is not exactly just going out and sitting under a tree and great ideas coming. They normally go through a process, and here's what I've been noticing. The first thing about anybody who's unlocking their creative mojo is they're curious. They're always walking around going, why is it like that? What if we could, imagine if we could, how would we do it differently? Why are they doing it like that? What if we could, there's this curious nature of asking questions about, I wonder how you do that. Once they've found a question or an angle that intrigues them or sparks their curiosity, they then start to percolate it. And that percolation can last for an hour, it could last for a day, it could last for a week, or people like Einstein would percolate for a couple of years. We don't have a couple of years. But they'd percolate it and they'd let it throw around their mind. The subconscious mind would do its best work. Intuition would play its part. The period of time of that percolation, who knows? And during that time, what they normally would do is start throwing ideas around with a friend. An entrepreneur might go home and run the idea by his wife. A business person might go and talk to the person in the cubicle next to them. The CFO might go and throw the idea around the CEO. Or you might have a friend who works in a completely different business or industry. And you'd say, I've been thinking about this, what do you think about it? And the collaboration is when you start to work some formulation into the idea. After that comes the action. Or in some cases, it goes right back and starts with curiosity again, and then you start percolating. And so an idea goes around and around in circles. The thing I'd leave you with is ideas don't always come immediately when you want them. But for the great creatives, it's about always being on and always being curious, looking and seeing, listening and hearing out for great ideas. Once you've got the spark of an idea, then let it percolate. Time is one of your greatest assets to help your subconscious mind and your intuition and creativity. And when you've got something you think is formulating, share it with others, throw it around. And get the collaboration happening, because that helps you put some flesh around your idea. But don't forget, no idea goes anywhere unless the rubber hits the road. At some point, you've got to take a step forward. Curious, percolate, collaborate, then do something with it. I'll leave that with you.